Episode 4 of Ironheart fully embraces its darker side. What began as a story about a genius girl in a suit has turned into something far more layered. A battle between technology and magic, between legacy and self, and between grief and identity. The episode opens with Riri studying the fragment she cut from Parker's hood, and what she discovers is an energy source, a living remnant of something much bigger and much darker.
That's enough, we're done here.
Where did you get this? I got it from this dude with the magical red cloak, and I think it's scarring his whole body.
Oh, hell no.
We've seen this before in the MCU. Magic that uses the wielder as much as the wielder uses it. From the Darkhold in WandaVision to the Ebony Blade in Eternals, Ironheart now dips its toes into that same space. Robbins didn't just wear the hood. He's being influenced by something from a dark dimension. That piece of fabric is symbolic of temptation. The idea that you can control power when it's already begun controlling you. Ezekiel's in jail, and he's pissed. It turns out the biomesh skin Riri left behind during the heist led authorities straight to him.
You're just a selfish kid who can't take any responsibility for herself. You lie, you cheat, you manipulate. You'll do anything you can to save yourself, even if that means hurting other people in the process.
Sometimes, brilliance isolates people. Riri is used to being the smartest person in the room, but intelligence doesn't mean you're always right. Zeke represents the people Riri pulls into her orbit but can't always protect. He's the collateral damage in her story, and now he's paying the price for her recklessness. Worried for her daughter, Ronnie takes Riri to see Madeline Stanton, a former Comartage trainee, and her daughter Zelma. The Stantons examine the hood piece. They confirm that it's tied to a dark dimension.
This shit is dark, like real dark.
This itty-bitty piece of fabric? This piece of fabric comes from one of the darkest dimensions known and probably unknown.
The cloak that it's coming from is likely possessing whoever's in it.
No, this entity doesn't possess, it influences.
Even trained mystics want nothing to do with the hood. That says everything. It's not just corrupting Parker. It's tainting the people around him. In a story grounded in tech, this magical detour serves as a spiritual red flag. Riri is used to solving problems with science and logic, but this is chaos. It's a reminder that some forces can't be coded, studied, or fixed. Feeling stuck, Riri turns to Xavier for comfort. But when he sees Natalie, who now fully emulates his late sister Natalie, he's horrified.
I don't know, you get kinda used to it. It's nice in a way. Like your mixtape.
Oh my God, Ree, that's not the same thing. I'm honoring her. You're freezing her in time, faking like she's still alive.
Look at her. She is alive. Sort of.
That is not my sister.
Honestly, he's not wrong. Riri built Natalie from grief, but she never stopped to ask how others would feel about it. Xavier demands she delete it, and Riri hesitates. Natalie hears everything and leaves. This is one of the most emotionally complex parts of the series so far. Riri isn't malicious, she's hurting. She built the AI to keep Natalie close. But in doing so, she's keeping herself trapped in the past and dragging others down with her. While Riri tries to hold things together, Parker is rebuilding. He breaks Zeke out of jail and recruits him as a replacement for Riri. The crew helps enhance Zeke with bionics. Those slugs secretly gives Robbins control over the upgrades. It's not just about building a team anymore. Robbins is building weapons.
Riri killed John. I want her head.
Robbins lost someone too, but instead of healing, he gave himself over to power. That's the line between him and Riri. They're both hurting, but she still wants to protect, while he wants to punish. Episode 5 of Ironheart is about loss. This is the moment where the show strips everything down. The suit, the team, and the trust. Things go south fast. Slug captures both Riri's suit and Natalie. That means Riri is stripped of her two most powerful tools. She goes to Zelma for help, and she drops a name that instantly raises the stakes, Dormammu.
Beings like Dormammu don't care who Parker is, what he wants. They just need a puppet to carry out whatever sinister plan they're coming up with. And honestly, Parker, blinded by ambition, easy to manipulate.
This show started with technology, and now it's flirting with the mystic arts. The implication that Parker's hood might be tied to Dormammu means Riri isn't just dealing with a corrupt gang leader. She's fighting cosmic evil. The crew shows up to kill Riri. While fighting Clown, Riri tells her the truth. Parker had Clark killed. Then suddenly, the narrative Parker built of brotherhood and loyalty falls apart. Then Natalie reappears briefly to help her escape. But then Zeke shows up, fully enhanced, electric-charged, and deadly. He dismantles Riri's suit like it's nothing, but hesitates to kill her. Zeke still sees the humanity in Riri. He may be angry and may be manipulated, but unlike Parker, he hasn't given up his soul. Zeke doesn't want to be his father, and maybe deep down, he doesn't want Riri to become hers either. He tells her to leave the city. Beaten and emotionally gutted, Riri turns to her mom, and Ronnie, exhausted and hurt, finally confronts her. Riri breaks and admits that she built the suit because deep down, she believed it could have saved Natalie and Gary.
After Gary and Natalie died, that night I just froze. I couldn't help them. I just had to watch them bleed out until the paramedics came 1 minute too late. I will never let that happen again.
Riri isn't chasing power. She's chasing control over a world that took everything from her. She thought if she just built the perfect machine, she could stop it from ever happening again. And in that garage, surrounded by memories of Gary, she decides to try one more time. Not to erase the past, but to honor it. Meanwhile, Parker is unraveling. Zeke and Clown lie to him about Riri's death, but Parker is suspicious.
You know, a story with no drama, no emotion, no detail, it lacks believability.
Clown and the crew discover an autopsy report of Clark, proving Parker had him killed. They finally confront him, and Parker, fueled by rage and dark magic, fires them all. What started as a power boost has now become a disease. The hood feeds on control, on anger, and on broken people. And Parker has become its perfect host. He ends up forcing Zeke to help him confront his father, Parker Robbins, CEO of Artworks, the man who controlled all the companies they've been robbing. Parker forces him to sign contracts, but this time, it isn't about business. It's revenge.
What kind of father puts his son out of the house at 12?
I tried with you. I really did. But you were a liability.
Liability? I was a child.
Back at the garage, Riri, Ronnie, Xavier, and Natalie work on the new suit. It's a beautiful scene. The garage becomes a symbol of healing. To resist Parker's dark magic, Zelma empowers the suit with a protective spell. But doing so requires permanently deleting Natalie.
Riri, I'm scared. Hold on.
Stop.
You're so close.
Do stop being down.
I love you.
Riri.
Calm down.
Do stop.
I love you, Riri.
Riri has to choose the living over the lost. She has to say goodbye to the idea that she can bring the dead back through code and tech. Episode 6 brings everything full circle. Parker's rise, Riri's fall, and the ultimate truth behind the hood. We open with a flashback. A younger Parker and John attempt to rob Parker's father's mansion. The heist fails, and that's when Parker meets a hooded figure offering a deal.
I want to be king.
So be it.
And what's in it for you?
Oh, something you won't even miss.
Parker never wanted world domination. He wanted validation. A child abandoned, dismissed, and discarded. Looking for someone, anyone, to believe in him. And like so many MCU villains before him, he got his wish. Meanwhile, in the present, Riri still can't bring Natalie back. This is where Riri makes the same mistake Parker did. She thinks she's in control, but that curiosity, the need to fix things that can't be fixed, is what Mephisto feeds on. Riri storms in, but Zeke, still under control, is ordered to stop her. While fighting, she hits his reset point, breaking free from Parker's control.
Clean glove. That's good hitting.
Riri moves forward and confronts Parker, demanding the hood, but he warns her that what would cost her is not worth it. They fight, but in the end, she tears it off of him. Parker collapses in grief. He's broken, powerless, and empty. As Riri walks away, satisfied but scarred, she runs into a stranger. He introduces himself as Mephisto.
I can see you're hurting. Tell me, what can I do for you?
Just like Parker years ago, Riri is offered a deal, but Riri doesn't want him to go after her loved ones. Eventually, she makes a deal with Mephisto, and by doing so, Natalie is revived. This isn't a hero falling, it's a human breaking. Riri doesn't want revenge. She wants a chance to undo the worst day of her life. Mephisto gave her what she asked for, and now, the question remains, how will Riri pay him back? In the post-credit scene, Parker, stripped of his crew and his magic, turns to the only person who might help, Zelma. He wants Supreme-like help. This means we're not just talking street-level crime anymore. We're heading toward multiversal, mystical chaos. The Ironheart finale isn't about closure. It's about consequences. Riri's greatest strength has always been her mind, her ability to build, fix, and protect. But this time, she couldn't fix herself, and in a moment of weakness, she let grief control her. She did what Parker did. She made a deal with the devil. And now the question remains, was the price worth it? Or has Riri Williams just become the newest name on Mephisto's list? Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.